Hey, planner babes! It is me, Sarah from SarPlans, and you probably know that because you're on my YouTube channel as we speak. Now today, we are going to be bringing you something, so different. I hope you are so excited because it is a sexy collab with my girls. So you got me. I already know they're sexy there. We've got Simply Shantae's plans. We've got Pixie Dust Planner, and we have M. Sean plans. And we are going to show you how we run through our planners for planner move-in and just give you a little bit of a taste, okay? Why are we only giving you a little taste today? Well, guys, that's because of our freaking amazing live that we've got going. So it is going to be June 30th. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we will be giving away not one, not two, not three, but $400 Erin Condren gift codes. So it is not an event that you want to miss. We are going to be dropping bombs. We are going to be giving sneak peeks, and, well, I mean, you can miss it if you want to, but I just don't recommend it. So without further ado, let's show you how we all set up and get started in our very own Erin Condren planners. And we have a bunch, so let's roll. Hey. All right, so what I wanted to show you is, I want to show you too. And, well, I'm the boss of me, so I can. So the first thing is, you've been seeing me working out of this agenda. Absolutely. But I haven't showed the inside details. And what you haven't seen is the fact that I did get an A5 coil daily planner. So what I want to show you is how I made the name page and the vellum my own. All right. So check it out. I think that this is an absolute work of art. Forgive me. I know I'm the one who did it, but I used some Happy Planner stickers and I layered them all around the front, using the vellum as this like little window to the next page, because you can see some of these through. And I just thought that it was so cool. I think I got the inspiration from Megan's Got Plans, I'm pretty sure, but as I didn't pay attention enough and the idea kicked back in my head, her and potentially Nikki J Plans gave me a little inspiration to put the flowers on there. But then check it out. I have another quote underneath and these, and I could definitely add a few more and fill this in, and I might just do that. But stop and smell the flowers, and you can't really tell. It looks nicely layered, and then I open it up, and sunshine is the best medicine, with my name sticker from Fern Creek and a couple more Happy Planner stickers. So I thought that was pretty cool. I really love the way it looks, and loving everything about your planner is really important to make you open it each and every day. So this is not up for show today. The other thing I wanted to show you was this beauty. So I love my little asterisk. It came from one of the surprise boxes. I believe it's this past winter, and it's just a metal paper clip, but I absolutely love it. It's rose gold, and it's the perfect little accessory. Now, as you can see, I have used and abused this agenda. Now, I don't think you can tell that it's abused, but I have. And I'm loving the way that the bows, these are from Berry Sweets plans, and I just love the colors that she offers, and there are a ton of bows. But what I want you to see now is how I make my planner my own. What's important to me here is not the frills and the excitement and all of the decor. Now, yes, that part is nice, but it's not what I want to focus on. I want this to be as functional as possible, and I am still working on that. But for now, the most number one functional piece I have here is my mother's funeral card. Seeing her beautiful face here every day reminds me of all the things, and that is really important for my day. So put something in here that is inspiring, that aids to functionality, because this helps me function and do the things that I need to do. I also love to have my little stencil in here from OK Plans. You see me use this all the time, and I need it close. I need it with me all the time, okay? I have my little quote card in here. You are capable of wonderful things, because damn it, I am. And I need a daily reminder. I have a picture of me and my sister doing the thing we love, cooking a little bit. And then the long sticky notepad I have shoved all the way in here, and I just keep a running list when I don't feel like dealing with opening things and putting an actual list together. Yep. Now here is the card that the planny pack comes on. I just punched it and it gives me some stability throughout the planner. I've heard some people say that it gets a little difficult to write on, so use that card. Oh my goodness, look at this. So guys, yes, this is Flora Vellum. And no, it didn't come in this planner. I yanked it out of my hourly and I trimmed it and I punched it and I put it in here because this is where I want it. I don't need it in my hourly planner, I need it here. I also, because I just love this Flora vibe and the Flora book, I took some stickers from it and I decorated my name page right along with my Fern Creek stickers name sticker. So as you can see, let yourself fully be in the here and now. I thought that was important. Powerful minds inspire others. Well, I sure as hell hope so. Don't forget your vision, and that is important, and a flower or two. And then this, I'm not even sure what Erin Condren book this came from, but it definitely came from one of them. So here are where the quote stickers come from, and I just think they are so beautiful. I love the font so much, and this is just a look into those other pages. So I wanted to show you how beautiful these stickers are. They're very washi-like. They're like washi paper. And yeah, so this is what I did. I took this and I made sure that there was a space that I wanted this, that it would look really nice coming through. So I'm gonna put this one right here and layer it, and check out the look that it gives. It just lets those flowers keep rolling up, right? Isn't that awesome? So guys, here's the deal. You can take anything and make a vellum. I have another vellum in here that I absolutely love. I got it from a shop, Heather B. Co. Today be the badass that you were too lazy to be yesterday. So I could take this vellum and put them anywhere. I could put it right here, layer that along with it. I pulled out my Flower Power vellum from another planner that I plan to put in here as well. And I went ahead to a craft store and purchased vellum pages that you can also trim down and put into your planner however you want to. And I'd like to show you real quick how to do that. Okay, so what we have here is a page I purchased from Hobby Lobby for 99 cents and just my regular vellum that I made just recently. So I'm gonna line up these two corners here, and nice and easy, I'm just gonna mark it with a pencil. You ready? Then with my paper cutter, ta-da! So don't be scared to add anything you want to your planner. There are plenty of vellum pages you can purchase, and you can make this planner your own for 99 cents, babes. I hope you enjoyed that, because now I'm gonna pass the mic over to my girl Shantae from Simply Shantae's Plans. She is going to be laying out the beginning of this planner, and I hope you are so excited. Take it away, Shantae.
Hey y'all, it is Simply Shantae's Plans here, and I'm so excited to be on this collab with you all because I love planner move-in season. I'm coming at you with my 7x9 hourly life planner. Of course, I got the Flora design. It's so pretty and I love this vellum page. But today I'm actually going to be spending most of my time talking about the overview page, this year overview, as well as these extra boxes in the front and a couple notes pages. Let's start right here. If you're looking at this right now, you might just see a bunch of dots and be like, what the heck is that? That's completely okay. What I have done on this page is I have used my clean dot zig markers to mark off my academic schedule as I am a teacher. With everything reopening, I can imagine I'm going to want to be going on vacations again, and it is so much easier for me to try to fit those vacations in when I'm already on break rather than trying to take PTO. So I've used my clean dot markers to color code different types of events happening in my school calendar. I've also taken these Erin Condren date transparent dots to mark off some birthdays and wedding anniversaries and things like that. Now, these are probably the most common ways that I have seen these two pages used, but there are other uses as well. I've seen people who share custody with a child or children mark off with highlighter the dates that they have the child versus their other partner has a child. I've seen people use this to mark off pay dates or large purchases that happen throughout the year. I've also seen people use this to mark weight loss journeys or things like that. But in general, it's a tracking page. It's a high overview that you can just quickly peek at and get some information, which is why for me, I don't put a lot of writing on here. I just know what the dots mean. I've added a little key at the bottom. It's a quick view. I don't spend a ton of time on this page throughout the year, but it is nice to have when I quickly need to look something up and don't want to flip all the way throughout the planner. So that is how I've set it up this year. In years past, I have set it up very similar. Here I added some photos of events from the year prior to this one, as well as a few important dates. This was my kaleidoscope planner. I know we don't miss kaleidoscope at all, but I have used it like that. And then I did use this page as a mood tracker for a very short period of time when I was using one of my planners as a health planner. I had identified some different moods that I consistently feel throughout the day or the weeks, and I used these Planner Kate square transparent dots to kind of signify how I was feeling that day according to my color coding system. So tons of things you can track on these pages, and I love being able to do that because it is nice to reference as well when I come back and set up planners in the future. Alright, I'm going to move on to these 12 boxes. Now, I have heard mixed reviews about these 12 boxes. Some people love them, some people hate them. Personally, for me, I go back and forth. I mean, in my kaleidoscope planner, I don't even think I used it. Look, I glued these two pages together. And in my current planner, I started off strong, marking down the weekly sticker kits I was using, but fell off in April and honestly probably won't get back to it. So my question is, what am I going to do with these this year to make sure I use this space and don't waste it? Well, I got the idea to turn my 7x9 planner more into a memory planner because I'm really enjoying using my agenda, and I'm going to be using that most of the time. So what I'm going to be using these pages for is to kind of track things that I was into or things that happen in the month, things that I would be interested in learning more about in the future or when I'm looking back at my 2022 year. So I have gone ahead and used elements from the Erin Condren Monthly Sticker Book Edition 6 to give each box a month, and I just marked in this corner some things that I'd like to track for the month. For example, total miles that I walked or ran. I am doing a challenge for the year of 2021, and I will be doing that same challenge for 2022, so it's nice to see how many miles I'm walking or running a month. I'm also going to put what I'm currently watching so that way I can remember different shows that I really enjoyed, what I'm currently loving, whether that is an item I've purchased or going to a certain event or space. I'm going to mark that down, and then I'm also going to mark down my top 3 memories for the month. So that way when I come back to this page at a different stage of life, I'll be able to figure out exactly what was going on. It's a really nice highlight or recap of the year. Other ways I have used this page include keeping track of different monthly bills. So I was using this planner as a budget planner, and I was color coding my different types of bills based on what categories they fell into in my budget. So I put my categories here, and then I marked what bills or what events pertaining to my budget would fall under that category. That way, when I was doing my budget on my monthly pages, I knew exactly what color everything was. So 2 different ways you can use this, really 3 I just showed you, but I like this page and I'm really excited to continue using this page as a highlight reel. All right, let's get into this first notes page that I have created here in my planner. This is my gift ideas page. Now, I absolutely love giving out gifts to my loved ones, but have a hard time remembering things that I think about several months in advance. So as I'm out and about in my life, if I find a gift that I think this person might like, I'll jot it down in their appropriate box, and then when it comes time for Christmas or birthdays or celebrations, I can come back to this page and kind of see what I was already thinking as a starting point for brainstorming what I would give them as a gift. You can make as many or as little boxes as you want. I just did one page here. You could extend this to the second page, anything like that, but this is a great notes page idea if you're looking for things to do on the notes page. Another notes page idea that you can take is this weight loss tracker. I use elements from the Erin Condren Wellness Log sticker pack, as well as these Erin Condren gold number dots. Typically these number dots are used for calendars or things like that, but I decided to have each one as a pound that you're trying to lose. This is a great way to motivate yourself to just color this in when you lose that pound or whatever else. You could, I did 1 pound a box, but you could do 5, 10, 15, 20, anything like that. This is a really fun way to monitor your progress, and it's very motivating because you get to see it go up as you go. You could do this with a debt, you could do this with a savings goal, anything like that. This would be a cool way to make a tracker. Alright y'all, that is it from me in my life planner. I'm going to send it back to Sarah so you can learn some more ways to use your new planner as we move in this July.
Alright, Shantae, that was awesome. Girl, I'm so glad we're doing this. Alright, it is time to hand it over to Rachna over at Pixie Dust Plans, where she is going to show us her monthly spread, her dashboard, and some notes pages that are going to knock your socks off. So, let's go.
Thank you, Sarah, for passing it along to me. This is Rachna from Pixie Dust Planner, and I am so excited to show you how I have moved into my new Erin Condren Hourly Flora design with a rose gold coil planner for this new year. I am going to be showing you my monthly page, my dashboard, and a notes page using just one sticker book. So here I've used the Live Life in Full Bloom Erin Condren sticker book, and I just want to show you how you can set up and move into your planner using just this book. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over into my July monthly view. You can see that I've gone ahead and used the stickers from the sticker book that match the July tab here. I like to use one kind of sticker for each main thing that is happening in the month. So for example, for trips, I've used these half circles here. My first trip of the month is a road trip down to SoCal to visit the EC Irvine store. And then my second trip of the month is going to Hawaii for a whole week to celebrate my mom's birthday. I cannot wait for this vacation. The next thing you will see is that I've used circle stickers to mark off important birthdays. And so that's how I will be able to locate whose birthday it is and when. Next, I've gone ahead and used these flag stickers that I've used for appointments, places I need to be, events that are happening. So for example, I've got a family barbecue on 4th of July. Lilo is getting her second vaccine for canine influenza, and we're getting COVID tests here. We're boarding Lilo. So all of those kinds of events I have labeled in flag stickers. I personally like to match my stickers to the tab that is over here. That is a personal preference. You do not have to do that. Another thing that I've pulled out that matches really nicely is this beautiful mud liner that goes really well with the monthly tab. So I want to show you how I went ahead and set up my dashboard with that. But before I hop off of this page, I just want to show you that I've also embellished the page with some stickers that are available in the sticker book. I went ahead and left the notes section blank for right now because I want to fill that in with different content ideas, different events that pop up over the month, and things that I want to remember for the next month. So using my monthly page is important to me now. I wasn't much of a monthly page user until I realized that this is what I revert back to before planning out my weeks. So for example, I have my COVID test written down over here, and when I get to that week, I'm gonna go ahead and reference this page and then fill out my weekly pages. Same with the notes here. I'm gonna go ahead and use these notes to plan out following months and dashboards and weekly spreads. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank, but that's what I intend to use it for. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the dashboard page. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you've been following me on my channel, you know that I struggle with the dashboard page. And so when I went ahead and opened up this new planner, I really put some thought into it. I really wanted to be able to come back to this page in a way that is meaningful for me. Now, there are lots of ideas over out on YouTube and social media that will show you different ways to use this page, but for me, none of those things were truly meaningful. So I want to share with you my biggest tip for using the dashboard page. Make it meaningful for you. You want to come back to this page. You want to reference it. I am not the kind of person that comes back to this page and says like, oh, that's a goal that I wanted to work on and let me go ahead and incorporate it. I want to come back to this page and track things. I want to write down accomplishments. I want to think about the ways in which I supported my own healing process. And so that's exactly what I've written down here. I put a lot of thought into it. It's become sort of this like self-care dashboard kind of thing, but it's meaningful for me. I have in the past written down birthdays and goals, and guess what? I never went back to the page. So this is me sharing with you what I intend to use it for and what works for me. Here, I want to go ahead and write down accomplishments for the month. So this is a page that I will be able to come back to rather than starting on it and then forgetting about it. I do want to set intentions for the month. I am working on being intentional with my time, making sure that I get family time in, making sure that I complete projects that I want to work on. And so I want to list those things down here. I want to also write down ways in which I'm supporting my own healing. So I am actively in therapy, and I want to incorporate things into my week, and I want to be able to reflect on how I incorporated big themes into my month. So for example, that might look like writing down here, how I worked on boundaries, or how I practiced self-care, or how I practiced assertive communication. All of those things I want to be able to mark here because I love reflecting on those things, and it's so important to me. Finally, down here, I used the awesome, if you do not have this, I highly recommend getting it. This is the Erin Condren stencil that I've used here to create little monthly trackers. And I have written down things like exercise, journal, and reading because these are goals that I want to work on, and I want to be able to hold myself accountable for these goals. So I want to be able to check off the days that I did a certain thing. And so for this page, I used a pen and I used a mark liner. As you can see, it matches the July tab here really nicely, and I thought it was a nice way to fluff it up without having to need a kit or using extra stickers. By all means, feel free to use those things if you have them, but this is my basic way of setting up a page and making sure that this page is useful for me. Finally, here I have this lined page, which I have labeled therapy notes because I usually just sort of jot down notes all over the place, and I want to be able to have it in one place where I can keep reflecting. So it made the most sense to me to have it here with my dashboard so that these pages kind of go together in terms of the theme and what I'm trying to implement for the month. So here you can see I've written down the first date that I have therapy for this month. I'm going to go ahead and write down notes. I'll implement them here in my intentions, and then I'll incorporate them into my week. And then at the end of the month, I will come back and write down the things that I did. And finally, I want to go ahead and pop over to my notes section. This is, I will have to admit, this is my first time setting up notes pages ahead of time, and I needed it to be functional for me. I'm the kind of person who would just kind of leave these notes pages blank, and if something random popped up, I would go ahead and write it here. And that's totally fine. But I wanted to see if I could use this in a way that's very intentional. So I want to share with you my first notes page, which is for my sweet puppy Lilo. And again, I've gone ahead and decorated this page only with this sticker book. and I think it's fantastic because everything really ties together. I've written down her food. If you've been following me on my page, you know that we've been struggling with some food allergies and trying to figure out what she's allergic to. So here I just want to go ahead and write down what foods we're trying, things that the vet's recommending, what's working for her and what's not working for her. So up until this point, we've tried out different foods and I've already marked those down somewhere else. But going forward, I've written down the most recent food that we've tried for her. And I wrote down that she loves it, because that's awesome. I also wrote down vet appointments. Again, up until this point, she's had lots of vet appointments, but I want to keep track of where she's been, what she's doing, and what the vets are saying for her. So I went ahead and made a little chart. I did set up some other notes pages. I will show you one more, but I do want to send you over to my YouTube channel where I am gonna do, or I actually have probably uploaded a whole move-in video to show you how I've set up these pages. But here's another one. If you're a student, I am marking down my dissertation progress. You guys, this is so important to me. Again, I have notes everywhere. I have email threads, but I really want to stay organized in this process. And so I've created a chart for the date, the update or the progress that I've made, and then what's next to do. So for example, the new one that I'm gonna add in here is that my study has gone live. I'll add in the date, I'll say study has gone live, and then what I need to do next. So collect X number of participants. And then here is some space, here is a space for notes. So again, I used this sticker book. I love it because the colors match up really nicely, and I love having colors coordinate in my planner. I especially love the flora design and the color scheme, so this is absolutely perfect for me. You guys, I love this planner. I love it so much. And so thank you, Sarah, for passing it along to me. I'm gonna go ahead and hand it back to her so you can see how all of my other friends have set up their planners. Bye.
Wow, Rachna, those were awesome tips. I usually go way too crazy in my monthly spread, so I am pulling some of your little tips and tricks out, and I'm gonna go with that and see how it works for me. Now, I can't wait to see what Monica from SarPlans has for us. She's gonna dive deep into the weekly spread, which I don't have here because she's gonna rock the horizontal. So many people want to see more content on the horizontal, and Monica's got a ton. So let's see what she's got. Take it away, Monica.
Thank you, Sarah. Hi guys, my name is Monica and I am SarPlans, and I'm going to show you today how I use my weekly spread in my Erin Condren Mid-Century Circles horizontal planner. As many of you know, I am a horizontal planner. Don't let the layout scare you. You can make your horizontal planner as decorative as you would like. There are many sticker companies who specialize in horizontal kits. Okay. So what I like to do is on this side, I like to put all of my decorative boxes on the side, on the right sides, and then I like to face my days of the week facing this way. That way I can maximize a lot of space. And I like to use my zig dot markers and put dots and put AM and PM routine with anything in the middle that I need to do for that particular day. I like to use the boxes or appointment labels and some decorative stickers to show what social media posts are going up or something very important that's happening that day. If I'm doing laundry that day, I either use a laundry basket sticker or a laundry script sticker. If I have an appointment, I like to put that I have an appointment, or if I'm going grocery shopping, as you guys can see right there, it says groceries. The thing I love about this particular sticker kit is the weekend banner is vertical. Love it. I love that the weekend banner is vertical. And then on this particular page, this entire block right here is the equivalent of a sidebar in an hourly or vertical. So I like to use these particular stickers the Monday through Saturday for my grateful moments, any happy mail that I get throughout the week, and then of course a decorative box. And now I'm going to show you how I like to use one of my note pages. Fun fact about me, I'm a power lifter. I love lifting weights and things like that. So I like to use one of my notes pages to track my powerlifting stats. I just made this little chart that just says powerlifting, and it has the date, squat, bench, deadlift, and then the total amount of weight that I have lifted for that particular set. Okay, and I usually do this per week, and each week I like to see how I'm progressing with each as much weight as I'm lifting. So That is how I am using my weekly pages in my Erin Condren Mid-Century Circles horizontal planner and my note pages. Back to you, Sarah.
Monica, girl, that was awesome. Thank you. I am always wondering how to make the most out of my horizontal planner, and well, I guess I know I have a go-to girl for that. I put my boxes down on the right just like you said, and I can't wait to get the rest of this stuff in. Tracy Race has some really awesome kits, guys. You have to check her out. So that was really, really cool. I am so excited to be on this collaboration with all of these girls. I always feel like making your planner your own is a task. We get pressured so hard to make it look so perfect, and that's not always what we need out of our planner. Our planner is supposed to make our lives easier and keep our most dear information right where we need it, right at our fingertips. And while also, I can't lie, us planner girls, we like to make them look good. And I think that all four of us really knocked it out of the park. So that was just a little tip of the iceberg on what you are gonna get on Wednesday. So I really hope that you are ready. Remember, 10 Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Meet us at Simply Shantae's Plans on Instagram. Don't forget to follow Pixie Dust Plans, SarPlans, and M. Sean Plans, because we all have the great information, and that's that. So if you are new here, if you came from one of my girls' pages and they sent you here, I definitely want you to put that in the comments and let me know who sent you, and give this a like and subscribe, folks. So we will see you on Wednesday, and you know the drill. Make good choices. Be good people. Peace.